Hey guys, Jeremy here from Commit to Fitness, the owner. Great to have you on if you are live, and if you're not and you're watching a recording, then it's fantastic to have you on board too. So as you know, my name is Jeremy Tom. I've been in the fitness industry now since 2002. Been running this business since 2005. So it's been now exactly 15 years running this business, and obviously 18 years in the fitness industry. And over the years, I've seen so much difference since the beginning, since 2002. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is that mental health is definitely coming to the forefront of the mind with everyone, and we're no exception here. But we also believe that exercise needs to be a daily thing rather than just having a once a week or twice a week routine in place. So hopefully today you'll get to see exactly what we do, and if you stick around, you'll be able to see all the systems and structures that we use in order to ensure that we do make every day an opportunity for someone potentially like yourself. So what we want to do first is that we want to establish your what. Now, obviously this is a live video, so I'm not going to be showing you any flash screens, but I am going to be sharing my screen with you as the presentation rolls on. And it's important to understand your what before you start. Just like anything, if you don't have a clear, precise goal in place, then you're not going to be successful in your health. There's no secret there. So the first thing we need to do is establish your what. And it can't just be, I want to lose a couple of kilos, or I want to just get fit because, I'm fat. They're the sort of things that's not going to help you at all. If anything, it's probably going to make yourself laugh or get yourself frustrated. Now that's probably one of the two things that's going to happen with that. So once we actually crystal clear decided, right, this is my goal, this is what I want, I'm frustrated or I'm tired of exactly where I am right now. And also, once you want to establish your targets, then you need to start putting it in writing. So what we do for our clients is that we set that up for you. So essentially what we do for you is that we put everything in place for you right from the beginning, because it's about setting that clear foundation in order to ensure that you are successful in your health. So let me just share with you a spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet that we use, again, nothing fancy, but it's important to understand exactly why we have this spreadsheet in place. So this is just an example. So what we've got here is we've got your what. So if it is a weight loss goal, let's say for example, your number one is weight loss. We want to know what your ideal weight is. So it needs to be an actual number. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, oh, look, the scales, I don't really like the scales. And I'm one of you. I don't think the scales is a really good idea. However, you still need to have that as a guideline. We also want to establish what sort of pants size or dress size you want to have. So that's a good way of looking at things too, because then you know that you're in the right clothes that you feel comfortable with, because at the end of the day, you want to wear something that you feel happy in. So whether it's skinny jeans or a nice shirt, they're the sort of things that we want to establish. You want to establish what top size, pants size, dress size. You can list them all, or you can list just the one and put that in place for you. So now all of a sudden what we've got here is we've got black or white targets. That's what we have, which is really cool, rather than just this sort of gray, I don't know where I am. And then now that you've got it in writing, now it feels more real. Now it starts to get a bit exciting, because you have now established what is called the end game. Okay? So that is the end point. So now we've got the end point. We also want to know where we're at right now. So we put together, we put all the measurements in place and everything else as well that I'm going to show you a little bit later on. But this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create the end game for you. So we pop it in place, all your weight loss goals, all your fitness targets. Let's say you've got a particular fitness target in mind. Let's say you want to complete a marathon, so 42 Ks, and you're not running right now. So you then want to put in place, okay, right now I'm not doing any running, but obviously if you do put that as one of your goals, obviously we're going to be putting things in place for you to get you to that target. And then same, if you have a flexibility target, strength target, there may be a particular rehabilitation element to it as well. Like you might have some back pain, neck pain, knee pain. We want to put those things in place in order to ensure that we have those as one of your goals that you want to achieve. And then the most important thing after that is finding out your why. Now this part to us really, determines whether we know you're going to be successful or not. Because if you don't have a true why, then no matter, there's always going to be things that's going to happen in your life. There's always going to be work, or there's always going to be, some sort of obstacle, we'll call it, that's going to stop you from getting that. So as soon as it's not 25 and sunny and it's a perfect day and there's no stress in the world, you're going to find that this is going to become too difficult. You're not going to have the motivation, you're going to lose heart, and you're not going to be successful. But if you have a true why and you understand the outcome from your end game and what changes it's going to make with you as a person, then you're going to then be able to get over those problems. So where you have, you're moving house, for example, or if your work has asked you to work late, and so you missed out on that day of exercise or whatever, you're not going to allow that, flow on to the next day and the day after that, and get to the point where you've lost that routine completely, because you have seen your why, you know how important this is to you, and you want to do something about it. And that's what we really want to put in place today. So that's what you want to look at. If you're not sure your why, then ask yourself this. Let's say, for example, your goal is 59 kilos. Let's say, for example, your dress size you want to be is 8, or your pants size, and you wanted to, run a half marathon. So let's say these are your goals, okay? Then the question that you have to ask yourself is, what is that going to do for you? What is that going to do with you, perhaps with your partner or your boyfriend, or it's your husband or whatever it is? What is it going to do for you if you've got children? How is that going to help you, interact with your kids better? I personally have 2 boys of my own, but the fitter and healthier that I am and feel, the better I can keep up with them. That may be one of your goals. There may also be for your career. You may find that because you're fitter and healthier and happier, your production levels start increasing, and therefore you start knocking on the door for promotions. So they're the sort of things that you want to kind of write down. So I want to lose this particular weight, but the question always has to be why. Why is that so important to you? What is that going to do for you? If you lose the 10 kilos, what is going to be the outcome from that? So pop that in place, get that done, and write it down. And then you have to want to list yourself of, well, what steps do I need to do? Because right now what I'm doing clearly isn't working because I'm not there yet. But if I put things in place, then I can start doing it. And you may not have any right now, but at least it's there on the list for you to maybe perhaps make some changes. And you write down as many or as little as you like, but they're the sort of things that you need to realize that you need to change something. Because if you want something and you're not going to change anything, then you're not going to get there. So it's not rocket science, but it's a matter of ensuring that the platform is now set. So that's what I want you to do as well. So now that we've established that for you, then what we do is we put together the blueprint. So once we know what your targets are, we know why. So then we know that you're taking this quite seriously and you're prepared to do what we're asking you to do. We're not asking you to do a lot. 20 minutes a day on average is about all we're asking for in regards to putting the effort in for your health. And then of course, making those changes along the way when you're ready to do so is what we do here. So we make sure that we touch base with you each and every single week to ensure you are successful in your health. So let me just stop sharing that with you. What I'm going to do with you now is I'm going to share with you my phone, because this is the program that we use in order to ensure that you are following through on your promise. You're making sure that every day is an opportunity for your health. So in here, what we've got, just bear with me. what we've got here is our app that we use, okay? And again, it's not a rocket science app. It's something that we've got in place here in order to ensure for all our clients that we've got here. And this is my own personal one. So this is what I use. I use it personally myself because again, I want to make every day an opportunity in order to ensure that we are successful in our health. And then all we've got to do in here, once we've in the program, is that we can then see, well, what are we supposed to be doing today? What are we supposed to be doing today workout-wise? What are we supposed to be doing nutrition-wise? You know, how many steps have we done today? What's our progress level? So we get all this data from this amazing device where all you've got to do is take your phone with you, or if you don't want to do that, but you've got a smartwatch, we can sync that instead and pop that in place. And then we also know your sleeping patterns as well if you happen to have a smartwatch. But then we've also got your body weight, your body fat. We do all that through this amazing platform as well. Or your resting heart rates, lean mass, all that gets recorded. And then here we even list your achievements. So when you've hit a particular personal best in a particular exercise, we'll give you a badge that will be stored on this particular platform. So it'll come up on the screen as a virtual high five, fist bump. It's again just a different way of helping you stay motivated, which is pretty cool. Then what we do from here is that you can go down and you can actually see your whole week experience. So you can see everything that you've done up to this point, so you can see your what you've done previously over the course of the week or what's coming up over the next week. And then all you've got to do is that once you're ready to do a particular exercise, is that you've just got to tap on the workout itself. So let's say today's Thursday, we tap on that particular workout. It gives us a rundown of exactly what we're going to be doing. Okay, just tells us exactly what exercises we want to be doing, how long for, all that gets put in place too. And let's say you're not sure about a particular exercise. Let's say, oh, what's a frog jump? I have no idea. You can click on that photo and it gives you a breakdown of of how we want you to perform that exercise, along with a list of instructions on how to do it, which is pretty cool. So then you can watch any or little of those videos as much as you like. And then once you're ready to start, you just press the Start Now button. 10, and then what it does is that it tells you out loud what you're going to be doing. So it's 10 seconds to get yourself ready, get yourself organized, because this is going to start. Now, if you like music, you can have Spotify or iTunes running in the background. It will play over the top of this. And then of course, when it's going to speak to you, it's going to quieten down your music so you can hear it, and then continue your music again. So you can have the music playing while you're doing this particular workout. It tells you what you're doing right now, tells you what's coming up next, tells you how long the workout is, and we can customize it to whatever we feel you need to get the results that you're after. So we completely customize this from scratch. We build all your routines from scratch to make sure that we are giving you the right exercises that you need to be successful. Take into consideration your age, your limitations, and of course, what you're exactly after with your health. And you can fast forward, you can pause, you can rewind. You've got full control here if you wanted to. Just remember, on our end, we know exactly what you're doing, how long you're on the workout for, when you're logging off. So we've got all these different reports coming in all the time on our end. So when we do chat with you each and every single week, we already know the answer, but we will obviously ask you, how has everything been going with you in your health? Because if you're following this as you should, then we should be well on track with your health and goals. So I'm just going to stop this.
Workout pause.
So what happens, guys, is that once the workout's over, you can end the workout early if you choose to, but what happens here is that you can put your stats in. So you can put in exactly what you've done, how many reps you've done. You don't have to, but we strongly encourage it because that's how you get your badges, that's how you get your achievements. And then you hit save in the top right corner. And then we ask you the question, well, how difficult did you find this workout? Easy, hard? They're the sort of things that we want to know, because if we're seeing scores like this, guarantee you next time, we're gonna make it more challenging, and vice versa. So once you've hit done, it automatically sends that to us as a report saying that this person has completed the workout, and tells us exactly what score they gave it. And you can even tap into comment and tell us why you gave it that score as well if you choose to. And then once that's done, it will give you a tick of completion. So I'm not going to obviously do that because I haven't done it. But as you can see at the top here, you can see everything that's been ticked. It means it has been completed. Anything that hasn't been ticked has not been completed. So you can do that at a later date if you choose to. You can click, you can drag these routines to a different day if you wanted to. So you do have a lot of things at your control. Now there's other things that we do as well, is that we make sure that you're always on track with your results, is that we also make sure that all your measurements are being recorded as well. So we can see everything from your waist, your chest, your hips, everything is in place here as well. You can see exactly your body fat percentage, your body weight, all that gets put in place here. We can see all that. And then you can even see your previous results too, just by clicking on any of these numbers. So you can just click on that, click on your waist measurement, you can see that change. You can see everything, your chest, everything is in place. So you just tap on any particular one and you can see your previous results over the past 3 months, 6 months, year, however long you want to. You can go crazy if you like. So all that gets recorded. We do that every single month to make sure that you are seeing growth, seeing improvement. That's all in place there for you. And then once that's done, it automatically, once again, sends you a tick of completion. So that's all in place too. Now you can also private message myself personally, any other coach, all that gets put in place. We'll constantly use this platform to send you reminders about different things. We'll send you photos, videos, pictures of different things that's going on. And of course you can do the same on our end as well. You can even give us the thumbs up of approval on anything that we ask you to do. So all that gets popped in place automatically. So emojis, all that can be done as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's something as well to think about as also. Yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much in a nutshell everything that we have in here of all the basic features. So I can go in about and talk about this all day, but that is all the systems and structures that we use. We don't have to use any more than that because we know exactly what you're doing. We know why you want to do it, and then we can keep you committed and accountable to it. So that's what's really the most exciting thing. So if you love what you've seen here and you want to see more, then of course you can book in a free strategy session with me personally, or a free health check, whatever you want to call it. It's half an hour of your time. I can then go through and find out exactly what you want, and then I can build a customized program for you personally. And we'll use the equipment that you have at home, and we make it all about establishing the lifestyle routine at your home, because that's where you are most of the time. So we want to make sure that all that's in place there for you. Yes, that's basically in a nutshell what we do. Establish all your goals, put everything in place for you. And again, from a diet perspective, which I didn't show you, we also want to know exactly what you're eating as well. So all that gets put in place, macro balances, everything else, put that in thing. I will do that just before I go actually. I know that we're live, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine for me to do this. Let me just share the screen once more. Here we go. Okay, just for the food part of it, is that you can also see exactly what you're putting in your mouth. So just in here where I was actually locking food, been a little bit lazy as of late, you can see here that the macro balance gets fully recorded, and we can also see exactly what we're eating as well. So all that gets tracked, traced. It's all a big part again of what we do. Yeah, so apologies for not showing that to you earlier. But once again, if you have any questions on it, please let me know. I'm more than happy to speak with you and find a little bit more about you and establish this as part of our lifestyle. Now, on top of this, we also do live training together. So we do virtual personal training. We also do mobile personal training, but I want to talk to you about virtual training today because this is the part that gets us really excited, being able to help people all around the world, especially people that are in lockdown. It's very important to obviously maintain your health and look after yourself, and being able to work with you live with the whole studio we've got set up here at the studio. We can then do all the workouts together. All you need is just yourself, and we can do the workouts. If you happen to have a set of all dumbbells or anything at home, then we would use that too. And again, we build everything from scratch for you. So all that gets customized, built, and we can do the workouts together, which may be something that you need, again, to be successful, because you may be struggling for that motivation, for that discipline, and just having someone that's with you, through live stream, then again, that's another way of making sure that you are successful in your health. But anyway, guys, that's enough from me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. It's great to have you on board. And once again, if you have any questions, let me know. But until then, guys, I shall see you next time. Bye for now.